Hello everyone and welcome to the video. Today I'll be dominating little kids. Hello and welcome to today's video. Recently, Call of Duty Season 4 came out, and honestly, I'm really hyped because it does look like there's a lot of new, cool, interesting content for this season. Before we start, I'd like to make a very quick announcement. At the end of the video, I do have a surprise that I'm 100% sure that you're going to like, so be sure to watch the video the entire way through because you would not want to miss out on this surprise. I would like to say this once more. This is a very good surprise at the end of the video, so be sure to watch the entire way through to make sure that you don't miss out on it, because this would be extremely beneficial to you, the viewers. Before we begin the video, I'd like to recite a quick Bible verse. If you like the video, please drop a like, comment something, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. In case you're asking what verse that's from Moist Vitamins 69:420. We recite this in my Meme Lord Church daily. Without further ado, let's get into that meaty, juicy part of the video. So, here's the new loading screen. It's quite different from last season's. Last season was a brolic dude, with no hair on the top of his head. That's a very important detail. Holding some kind of knives. This season, it's a feminazi holding an assault rifle. After you see that new loading screen, you're going to be played a cinematic, when you enter Warzone. This cinematic is actually quite riveting and particularly well crafted, so I recommend watching the entire time.
Verdansk was ground zero in the Cold War. A city of tunnels, gulags, bunkers, and weapons of mass destruction. This is Viktor Zakhaev. His father was a Soviet-era hero who wanted a world war he never got. So Viktor found a willing partner to fulfill his father's wishes. Al-Assad had an axe to grind against the superpowers. He was free, armed, and turned loose. Coalition and allegiance forces signed treaties and sent in their best to restore order. But Zakhaev pulled strings, sowed distrust, and divided. We turned our guns back on each other, just like he wanted. Intel says there's still a hidden world here, and plans to use it. It's a bloody powder keg. Zakhaev's already lit the fuse.
Let's get it done, yeah?
Bravo 6. Going down.
Alright, we're going to stop on this frame because it shows you some pretty cool stuff. In the front center, you can see Captain Price, and right center, you see Kyle, who both are two new operators that we got from this season. If you played the campaign, you would know. First, we're going to take a look at the weapons category, which is bursting with new content this season. The first new weapon I'd like to talk about is the Fennec. It is an aggressive full-auto submachine gun with buttery smooth recoil and a blazing fast rate of fire that is exceptional for strategic room clearing and holding down the front line. This weapon is a beast in close range, just like me. Yeah, aside from that, it is a beast in close range and could possibly be replacing the MP7 and the MP5 as the go-to close range weapon. The Fennec is unlocked in Tier 15 of the free Battle Pass, meaning you don't have to pay jack squat to get this beast of a gun. The next gun I would like to talk about is the CR-57 AMAX. It was the Galil that people were talking about before the season, it's just under a different name. This lightweight 7.62 by 39mm full auto assault rifle is compact and powerful. Built exclusively for military use, the standard issue rifle is deadly at mid-range combat and easily configured for a variety of assault tactics. I currently see loads of potential in this gun. With a monolithic suppressor, a good barrel, and some recoil attachments, this gun really has potential to surpass the Grau as the go-to AR in Warzone. Okay, so now we're on our last weapon that I would like to talk about. They're called the Kali sticks. In order to unlock them, you have to get 2 kills while sliding in 15 different matches. However, here's a cool thing. If you get 6 kills while sliding in one match, my bad, it was 3 kills while sliding, but if you get 6 kills while sliding in one match, it will count as 2. So be aware of that. If you pop off, you could get this within as few matches as 5 per se, or and as many as 15. These Kali sticks are quite similar to akimbo pistols in the fact that you need 2 hits in a row to kill. So you're going to hit him with a quick 1-2, and then your opponent goes down. Now, let's give a little bit of a cultural diversity lesson. Alright, so Kali is also known by its alternate name, Eskrima. Kali is a Filipino martial art, and it's in Filipino history. Kali has been practiced to help defend against invaders. It's seen its effectiveness in knife and machete fights over disagreements amongst its people. The art has even been disseminated and practiced by a variety of special forces units worldwide. I personally think that this is a new and different weapon that will definitely bring something new to the game. This next section will be describing Call of Duty Warzone in this new update. As for the map, there were no major changes. With this new Call of Duty season, we now have mid-game events. I will be going over all three of them today. First, I would like to talk about the jailbreak event. Anyone who is in the game and spectating and has a teammate that's still alive will actually be allowed to come back into the game during this jailbreak event. Keep in mind, for high kill games, this can be really good because you could have over 50 players parachuting back in with no loot and just a basic pistol. The next event I'd like to discuss is called the fire sale. Now, the fire sale is pretty lit. Haha, funny joke. Now, laugh, otherwise you'll be beheaded. My bad, my Kim Jong-un side slipped out. All jokes aside, I would love to talk about this one. It's easily my favorite mid-game event just because of my playstyle. It fits perfectly. So, all items in the shop are 80% off, and it's free to buy any teammates back in. Also, there's usually one free item. In this case, it's self-revive. Now, something I'd like to point out is that the loadout drop markers, the price doesn't change. It stays at 10k. But during a fire sale, you should, if you're good enough at looting, you would already have a 10k in your loadout drop. So, someone like me who can easily get 15k within the first 7 minutes of the game, but way before the first loadout drop comes, if a fire sale comes, comes I believe after Gulag closes or around the time Gulag closes, my $10,000, my $5,000 left over can really stretch me far and get me kitted for the end game. However, you're not the only one who gets a sale. Because of this, buy stations may become incredibly crowded and become a hotspot for people to fight, especially when you're in the middle of the map, closer to the end game. So, play your engagement smart, especially during fire sales, as you've only got 60 seconds. The time that you spend trying to fight for one buy station could be spent traveling over to a different one and at least getting yourself some kill streaks. Finally, I want to talk about supply choppers. The supply choppers are extremely heavily armored, but the good thing is they don't shoot back. They are non-lethal and they won't shoot back. Around 20 of them fly into the map at once, and upon taking them down, you can get some great loot. However, like I said, they're very heavily armored. So, I downed the helicopter here, and you can see right here, I get the loot. Upon taking down the helicopter, a crate will drop from its crash zone. The crate takes about 15 to 20 seconds to capture. Here, you can see all the loot that comes. You'll get a minimum of 3 UAVs, 2 armor boxes, 2 munitions boxes, 1 gas mask, 1 grenade launcher, and a ton of cash. Keep in mind, this is the minimum guaranteed loot. Sometimes there's other goodies in there. So, I highly recommend taking them down if one is near you. However, because of all this good loot, there's bound to be people there who are also wanting the loot, just as you are. So, this could be a good opportunity to farm some kills for people trying to go and capture the supplies. You can see me here, just trying to finish off my kill that I got, but I wasn't aware enough as when I started to loot the UAVs, I got shot from behind. The final new thing in Warzone I'd like to talk about is the contraband contract. After completing any contract, there's a random chance that you will get a contraband. It's fairly noticeable as it comes in a blue briefcase, and when you hover over it, you get this message. So, as you can see, you get $8,800 and you get the Lone Lagoon blueprint. For all contraband contracts for now, it's the same. I don't know if this is a weekly, a monthly rotation, but either way, it's still a free blueprint plus $8,800. After picking up the briefcase, you will get a message on the side of the screen that looks kind of like this one right here, which gives you all the details. Then you will need to go to a drop zone and deposit your contraband there. After doing so, you will get your rewards. The drop zones look like this. A brownish red clay colored helicopter will fly in over this red smoke, and you just need to deposit it and your rewards will be given to you. Now we're done with Warzone. It will be forever ignored on my channel and it will never be seen on my channel again. So, we're going to talk about the changes to multiplayer now. So we've gotten 3 new modes / maps. I'm going to go over all of them in depth, so keep watching. First, I'm going to be discussing the new map that we've gotten, just called Trench. The trenches in the map seem to be historically synonymous with the trenches used in World War I. Very, very realistic. Like I said, this map is realistic. It has the sandbags and everything. It's pretty realistic. It even has a bunker, except for the fact that I'm gunning down Russian operatives that are in blue tracksuits, and I'm killing bank robbers that are trying to escape into World War I. There's a cool bunker Easter egg in this map, and there's a lot of cover and little places where you can peek out of and duck and weave and bob in order to get your kills. It really is quite a fun map to play on, and I highly recommend you try it out as soon as possible, especially for you free-to-play Warzone players, where we have the free multiplayer weekend. I'm pretty sure you will have access to the new Trench map. Apparently, Infinity Ward has been feeling like Mr. Beast because they're giving out a lot of cool stuff to us this season. Amongst them is the new Scrapyard map. However, Scrapyard isn't actually an original addition to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It has been in other Call of Duty games, including Call of Duty Mobile, as shown in this clip. It's been around since 2009, and in the Warzone map, it's actually been reimagined in the form of the Zakov Boneyard. It's a medium to small sized map, especially suited for 6v6. Also, it has essentially 3 lanes. There are 2 main spots that you will find campers. There's a catwalk in the red house, and in the blue house, there is a 2nd floor. So, don't bust out your camping tent and your sleeping bag, because good players will know how to flank you when you're not paying attention, and they will take you out. And I don't mean take you out on a date. I mean they will put at least 4 bullets of 7.62 ammo into your forehead. Before the video is over, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. So, we're getting Captain Price, Gaz, and Rose as our new operators this season. We're also getting the CR-56 AMAX, Fennec, Kali sticks, and a new sniper rifle this season. So for those of you who enjoy running around the map quick-scoping kids, you're gonna be happy. We've also currently got a new Scrapyard map and a new Trench map. And later on in the season, we will be getting a new multiplayer map, as well as a few Warzone updates. Speaking of Warzone, we've also got the mid-game events, the Supply Chopper, Jailbreak, and Fire Sale. They're all really fun to play and work with, so I highly encourage you to take part in them. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. Just like promised in the beginning, you're going to get your surprise. Because you've made it so far to the end, here's my gift to you, as promised at the beginning. So, you, the viewers, will choose the idea for my next video. Here are the options. First choice is going to be an informative guide on what is the best rocket launcher in Modern Warfare, and maybe I'll even throw in some clips of Warzone and the best loadouts to use with that launcher. The next option is going to be the best class setup for Call of Duty Warzone. Now, I'm going to give about 3, 4, or 5 class setups in that video, so if you would like that, please comment, because this is going to be an amazing video if you guys decide for me to make that. The final option is going to be why I personally think that Call of Duty Warzone is the best Battle Royale. It's going to have clips from Warzone and other Battle Royale games, so if you would like that, please comment. If you have made it this far into the video, comment Strawberry Milkshake. That way I know that you've watched the entire way through. You'll also get a shout out in the next video. Thanks to you, the viewer, for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. My name's Moist Vitamins.